Now it is my privilege to introduce the 2016 Evangel Christian School Valedictorian, Andrew Parker. Andrew has been a member of the Eta Sigma Alpha National Honor Society and Key Club at this year's State Key Club Convention. Andrew represented Evangel in the talent show where he won first place. In July, he will be representing our state and school in the talent show at the International Key Club Convention. Andrew has participated in the ECS tennis team for 2 years, where he also served as co-captain. In addition to his Honor Society and Key Club service hours, Andrew has given over 400 hours of his time to the Birmingham Children's Theater over the past 2 years, supporting their mission to educate, entertain, and enrich the lives of children through the magic of professional theater. Additionally, he participated in the Capstone Leadership and Hugh O'Brien Youth Leadership Conferences. Andrew has taught Sunday school lessons to his peers, utilizing the cosmological, teleological, and moral evidence that let us know there is a God who designed us and cares for us. In addition to performing well in school, as evidenced by his strong academic record, his National Merit Commended Scholar designation, and his score of 33 on the ACT, Andrew loves performing for others through his interests in magic, acting, juggling, and tumbling. Andrew has participated in numerous plays since 3rd grade and has been selected to the Alabama Shakespeare Festival's prestigious State Youth Theater for 3 years. Through entertaining, Andrew says that if he can take someone out of their normal everyday life and make them smile and let them have a good time, then he's having a good time. Andrew will be attending Auburn University in the fall on a presidential scholarship where he will major in media studies with a visual media concentration. Please help me congratulate Andrew as he accepts his valedictorian plaque and delivers our commencement welcome.
Everyone, what is this? It's a magic wand. That's right. Now everyone is going to stay awake during my speech. I will use this, and I will send you all back to high school. That's right, even the parents. On behalf of Evangel Christian School, I'd like to welcome you all to the graduation of the class of 2016. Before I go any further, I must recognize and thank the heart and soul behind ECS, and I think we all know who they are, Mr. and Mrs. Snuggs. You are both amazing, and we all appreciate you so very much. I believe a thanks also needs to be given to all the wonderful teachers who have given their time, effort, and knowledge to help all the students get to where they are now. And last, but certainly not least, I think a thanks needs to be given to all the parents, friends, and family. Personally, my friends and family have done an absolutely marvelous job at changing my life for the better, academically, behaviorally, and spiritually. So to my friends, to my family, to my grandparents, aunts, uncles, my brother, my mom and dad, and to every single student's friends and family, I offer a sincere thank you for all you have done. Now I think all of these friends, families, and faculty deserve a thunderous round of applause. Now, I'll be honest, I was very tempted to just copy word for word Gwen Stacy's valedictorian speech from The Amazing Spider-Man 2. I did not do this, however, because if I learned one thing from Evangel, it's that plagiarism is wrong. Now, I was asked by multiple people if I was going to be doing a backflip during my speech, or if I would be disappearing at the end of my speech, or doing some other type of stunt. I'm here to say I apologize. I will not be doing a straitjacket escape. I will not be juggling fire. I will not be dislocating my shoulder attempting to do a flip. And I will not be disappearing at the end of my speech. I did not have enough time to install a trapdoor in the stage. Bronnie Ware is an Australian nurse who spent several years caring for patients in the last 12 weeks of their lives. She discussed with them their reflections on their lives, what was most important to them, and especially their regrets. Her observations are published in a book called The Top 5 Regrets of the Dying. Included among their greatest disappointments were wishing that they had the courage to live according to what they truly believed and not according to what others expected of them. They also believed that they had spent too much time at work at the expense of their families, and they wished desperately that they had realized much earlier that happiness is to a large extent a choice. To me, these revelations are like looking into the future and allowing the class of 2016 to see themselves in 2083 at the age of 85. I know that's hard for some of us to even think about, but it allows us the opportunity to see what our greatest regrets might be and to determine that we will live lives more fully and intentionally so that these regrets do not become our own. How might we do this? Well, from my perspective, there are 3 characteristics that must shape our lives. First, we must stand with courage for our convictions. Examine your life, figure out what you believe and why you believe it, and be prepared to stand for those principles regardless of the current of culture, the ridicule and sneers, and the pressure and the exclusion. Anyone seen Captain America: Civil War? Good, okay. If not, you need to go see it right after this graduation. Get your priorities straight before you go off to college. I would excuse everyone who has not seen it out of the ceremony right now, but I don't think I'm allowed to do that. But Captain America lives this principle out very well in the movie. One character, Sharon Carter, expresses the idea of taking a principled stand with this challenge. Compromise where you can, but where you can't, don't. Even if everyone is telling you that something is wrong, something is right. Even if the whole world is telling you to move, it is your duty to plant yourself like a tree, look them in the eye, and say, no, you move. Second, in addition to standing with the courage for our convictions, to minimize our regrets, we must also love unconditionally. In this context, love is not an emotion or a feeling. God commands us to love, and you can't command an emotion. This love is a choice, an act of the will which says, I care about you and want what is best for you regardless. Well, regardless of what? Regardless of whether you're black or white, rich or poor, young or old, male or female, what kind of clothes you wear, music you listen to, and even if you somehow think that The Avengers isn't the greatest movie of all time, when it just obviously is, unconditional love says, I choose to care about you and want what is best for you, regardless. Finally, many of these individuals who were faced with the imminent prospect of death expressed a regret that I found to be the most interesting. They wished they had known happiness was to a large extent a choice much earlier in their lives. This might raise a question in your mind. How can happiness just be a choice? Well, there is good and evil in this world, and there's a lot of both. I believe what you choose to focus on the majority of the time will affect you, your personality, your moods, how you treat yourself and others. If you choose to let your mind constantly focus on sadness, unfairness, personal injustice, and holding on to grudges, your life will naturally reflect and be filled with those things the majority of the time. On the other hand, if you choose to love, help others, you choose to focus on charity, God's grace, and the wonderful opportunities this world holds, your life will naturally reflect and be filled with those things the majority of the time. Now, is happiness something that is achievable 100% of the time? No, of course not. Sin in the world is not allowed for that. But I ask you on a general basis, throughout the majority of your time God has given you on this earth, which set of things do you want your life to reflect? And which set of things do you want to focus on as you go out into your life? As the father from Old Yeller said, what I mean is things like that happen. They may seem mighty cruel and unfair, but that's how life is a part of the time. But that isn't the only way life is. A part of the time, it's mighty good. And a man can't afford to waste all the good part worrying about the bad parts. That makes it all bad. Sorry, thought somebody was sleeping. Now, to truly apply and benefit from the wisdom of those who have gone before us and escape life's deepest and most painful regrets, we at a minimum must stand with the courage for our convictions, love unconditionally, and choose to be happy. If we do, it is my sincere prayer and desire that we all may hear from our Heavenly Father, well done, good and faithful servant. Now I have one final thing and I'm done, I promised. I said I wasn't going to do a magic trick, I lied. We have all been in school for a long time. Seniors, we've specifically been in high school for the past 4 years. With all the papers, quizzes, tests, assignments, projects, and homework, high school can feel a bit constricting, almost like it's choking us. But now we're graduating, and we're free. Thank you very much. I pray God will stay at the center of all your lives. I wish you all the best of luck. Dream big and do bigger, and I love you all. Thank you.